So I'm back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on this one. Okay. So I teach at a university, and the main two game programming environments that our students use that we teach are Unity and Unreal. Seem like the obvious choices. And in one of our game dev, one of our game dev courses, Game Dev 1, we like to throw in a third engine just to show that there are some more options beyond those two. Last year, or last time I taught it, co-taught it with another professor, we used Phaser, which is a HTML5 JavaScript sort of web-based engine, very much web pipeline, very much like, okay, you should know JavaScript, you should know a little bit of CSS, you should know a little bit, it's web, it's the web. There are some pointy clicky tools, there's an IDE that you can get or buy. There's like a Phaser engine or Phaser editor and so on. But the whole feel is certainly much different than programming in Unity or Unreal, which is part of the purpose. But now the question is, is that really something we want to do? Is that a real service? Is that, are people really using Phaser? I mean, some people are, and I hate to, I don't mean to like slam Phaser here, but it's different. It's certainly different. The community is different. There's a good community, but it's a little bit more piecemeal. The demos, there's still this Phaser 2, which is not really compatible with Phaser 3. And then you wind up getting down this rabbit hole of, different things. And it can be confusing. It's the learning curve is clearly, it's weird. It's designed to be easy, I think. And some people say it's easy, I think, but I guess it's easy if you're coming from a JavaScript web development perspective. If you already have the JavaScript and web, then sure, it gives you all those things. It makes perfect sense. But if you're coming at it cold and you're not a web developer, I don't know. I feel like it's the learning curve then suddenly jumps up because it's sort of expected that you're coming from that web development perspective. So my current hunch is that wouldn't it be cool to cover Unreal, Unity, and offer Godot or Godot? I've heard more and more people referring to it as Godot now. But I thought originally someone was like, no, it's supposed to be pronounced Godot. And Godot is a engine that sort of, I want to say, it's designed to sort of compete or be different, or it's in that AAA, or shooting for that AAA game development market, similar to Unreal and Unity. Totally different beast than Phaser. It's definitely, there's C#, there's C++, it's open source. It's a super open alternative to Unreal Unity. It's not looking at Phaser and comparing to that. So it's more in line with that. But it'll give you certainly a different perspective on game development than the other ones as well. And it's certainly, you can get excited about all sorts of things in there, but it's not like, total 90-degree turn or 180 from Phase, from the other engines. So I don't know. What do people think? Is there, if you were offered the opportunity to have like a, boot camp, in-depth, you're a game developer, you're in a program, do you want that like left field, or should there be a whole nother course on, web game development? And that really focuses on that, compared to, okay, you're shooting for the AAA league, you're shooting for a career in game development and narrative heavy and kind of story, well, not story necessarily, but, you're shooting for the big leagues. You're not quite, swinging for the mobile gaming, maybe not so much, or the casual games, or, I think there's huge markets for these things. I don't mean to underplay. It's so tough making a choice. So that's why I'm just even making this video, just to get any kind of feedback from people in the industry or coming up, or, just random people who are tuned into my channel for various reasons. So I'd love to get your perspective or your reaction to that. If you're going to be in a course, would you be excited to learn more about Godot compared to Unreal and Unity? Or are you looking for something like, now for something completely different and whatever? All right. So shoot some comments if you've seen this video. I don't think anybody is really, watching it live. So I'm assuming everyone's going to watch this after the fact. Don't have many live followers here on YouTube. I don't know. Let me know what you think. End the stream.